And welcome back, guys, to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. In the last part, or at least Asao, was fiddling around with his feelings, and he was able to get a little bit of a response out of Lily, which is really cute. You know, he's feeling that tingle of love. With thoughts of Lily dancing on my mind, I start anticipating her return. Today has been a most excellent day. I sit listening to another of Muto's long-winded lectures, my mind wandering far from the scribbles on the dirty blackboard. Since I called Lily, my mind's been drawing in two directions. Both, roughly, leads to the same conclusion. I've started to feel oddly detached from my past life. It's only been a month and a half since I arrived here, yet this school's become a second home. I've gained a few friends and contacts, managed to get to grips with the school's lifestyle and culture, and become accustomed to the quirks of my classmates. To become used to a school where disabilities are the norm rather than the rare exception still catches me off guard sometimes when I think about it. The same school that's populated by burn victims, amputees, the blind, the deaf, and all manners of disabilities in between. If someone had described this school to me before I'd come, I'd have shrugged it off as an overreaction or an overreactive imagination. Even when I first arrived, I felt like the Dutch, coming to this strange new land for the first time. It's amazing how quickly one can become used to the environment they're forced to live in, really. Now I've even found someone that's got me entirely smitten. What a strange life. Before my mind can wander any further, though, I find a page of lined paper slipped under my distracted face. The garish, bright pink ink has no doubt been penned by Misha.
Don't look so bored, Hee-chan. School's nearly over. 3-day holiday.
Alright, we get Saturday and Monday off. Can't complain about having less school, I suppose. I uncap my pen and scribble on the page before covertly passing it back to her, flicking my eyes to the front of the class every now and then. Muto continues scrawling away arcane equations and formulas on the board. I'm guessing you have something planned? Misha takes the paper back and hunches over it comedically. Even for her, with her tongue poking through the side of her mouth, did she misinterpret my expression as depressed? And she is trying to cheer me up?
Student council work with Shi-chan, of course.
You're not still brooding over that, surely?
But Hee-chan could have helped us poor, lonely girls.
Jesus, they still shitting on me for this. Though it's kind of cool that they've become just sort of like classmates that you sort of joke around with. I'd lend you a hand for today if I weren't going to be busy.
Oh, naughty, naughty Hee-chan.
I'm just going to meet Lily with Hanako. I don't know what you've got going through your head.
So, Lily's back.
Yeah, she's coming on the evening flight with her sister, so she'll be back in school next week. As she takes the note back and begins to write, I look up to see an unwelcome sight. While I frankly try to silently catch Misha's attention, Muto confidently strides through the gap between the desks from the front of the class, his intent gaze focused directly on her. She suddenly stops writing as his tall figure casts an impossibly long shadow over the page. He silently takes the piece of paper from her and begins to read. Sweating bullets, I quickly glance around the class, noting their complete silence. Of course, it would just have to be the one thing that actually gets their attention during the class. After a scant few seconds examining the page, he rolls the paper up into a small tube and lightly bops Misha over the head with it. Half an hour until you can hop off to the school council. I think you can hold on until then. Misha's face cracks as the entire class erupts into laughter. He might well be awkward, but he knows how to handle her excellently. I'd probably feel sorry for her if I weren't as busy stifling my own laughter. Wow, we actually got lucky there. He actually only shat on her and didn't shat on us.
Hisao, is that one it?
No, I think that's some foreign airline. And so the third aircraft they're not on comes in to land. Okay. And so the third aircraft they're not on comes in to land. Ugh. Not saying that that's wrong. It doesn't roll off the tongue, shall we say. For the past half hour, we've been whiling away the time with small snippets of pointless chatter. Lily and Akira's flight has been delayed, and at this rate, it will probably be dark before their plane arrives.
Is that one it?
No, the company colors are wrong. Hanako's eyes flutter left and right, following the trickle of people in and out of the huge glass doors ahead of us. Fortunately, nobody pays her much heed, their attention apparently directed towards greater things.
Maybe that one is it?
No, I think that's... Hold on a minute. I think that one might be it after all. It wasn't. It wasn't. That's just how we have to do that. It takes still more time before the billboard changes their flight status to disembarking. A loud yawn sneaks up on me, not allowing enough time to stifle it. Okay, that is weird. Just thought about yawning and my body's like, yeah, you fucking want to. Jesus. Oh, God, so unprofessional. My sleep patterns have, once again, been all over the place, likely due to a mix of worrying about Hanako and the side effects of my medications.
This is how? Over there?
I look to Hanako, then follow her gaze to the airport door. Oh, Lily, there you are. They're here. Sorry, bleh. I'm still gonna, screw around with her accent. It's gonna be great.
Really?
We all call out to each other in greeting, quickly shuffling over to the side to avoid blocking the passage of others.
Lily!
Aww, you need a hug. Hanako jumps forward to hug Lily, a wide smile on her face being all that's needed to see her happiness at Lily's return. Lily simply smiles in return, her voice soft.
It's wonderful to meet you again, Hanako.
As the two give each other a hug, well deserved after all that's happened while she was gone, I turn to Akira. Yo! You're pretty late.
Yeah, there was a really bad storm over the airport. We got drenched just going from the car to the door.
I guess you'll appreciate the weather here more then. Welcome back to you, too, Lily. Hanako breaks off from Lily as I speak, and for a long time, neither of us say a word. Contrary to what I'd thought her homecoming would be like, the atmosphere feels awkward, almost stifling. Both of us try to guess each other's feelings, not quite sure about what should be said. Damn, this is exactly what I feared when I thought of trying to move things forward between us. Lily runs her hands through her fair hair and awkwardly twirls one of her bangs in her fingers, clearly trying to think of how best to react. Eventually, thankfully, Lily gives a small sigh and breaks the silence.
Thank you, Hisao. It's nice to be back. Are you okay? You look tired.
Evidently not recollecting herself all that well, she quickly waves her hand in front of her face to stave off any concern Hanako may have had over her.
I'm okay, really. It's just a bit of jet lag.
Wake! You don't have any? She simply gives a big grin, puffing out her most modest chest.
I feel absolutely fine.
That's not fair.
Ah, well, you shouldn't take too long to get rid of it. Ah, that's right, Hisao.
Yeah? Don't we have a holiday from school soon? I'd have forgotten if Misha hadn't reminded me this morning. We've got a 3-day weekend starting from tomorrow. Akira's playfully bumps her elbow slightly into Lily's side, grinning.
Told ya you wouldn't miss it.
This accent is so bad. I don't even know. Like, I don't have a proper voice for what do they call what do you guys call her? Pinstriped waifu? I believe is what you guys have been calling it, or pinstripe suit waifu is what you've been calling it. She just reminds me of Elena from the Turks. For some reason. I think it's probably the suit and the white hair. You have something planned?
If neither you nor Hanako are busy...
I've got no plans, so something to do would be appreciated. Hanako?
No, nothing. That's good. I was thinking we could go to my family's summer house for a bit of quiet over the break. We've rarely used it recently, though, so we'd have to dust things off a little while we're there.
Oh, where is it?
Up north, in Hokkaido? Hokkaido? Yeah. The place is practically deserted, so it should be a nice quiet break for you guys.
You're not coming?
Nah, you got a little holiday of my own set up with my boyfriend.
I'll lower my eyes at her, suspicious of her intention. It sounds like we're just cleaning up the summer house for you.
That's perhaps a valid conclusion.
Both of us zero in on Akira, her face somewhat evasive. Looks like we were right.
That's just a convenient bonus. Really, me and the guy left it in pretty good condition last we were there, I promise. Now then, I'm out of here. Already, Akira?
She quickly turns and walks away, her hand held high.
See you in a few days, guys.
Alright, I'm just going to warn you guys right now, the next time we talk to her, she's going to have a Russian accent. I'm just going to say that right now. Lynn and I can only sigh at her hasty retreat.
It does sound like it would be a nice place to go.
Lily gives an enthusiastic nod, taking her carrying bag in one hand and placing her other on Hanako's shoulder for guidance as we begin to make our way to the taxi area. Yo, Hasao! Be a fucking gentleman, bro! Grab that bag. Snatch it! I know she's a strong, independent lady, but you gotta be a gentleman too. After the fracas of the past few days, the fracas, I guess you could say, I think it's probably pronounced fracas. Fracas of the past few days, spending a weekend in the country alone with her and Hanako sounds like a dream. The more I think about it, the more sure I am. This will be the right time and place to confess my feelings to her.
I think that was the plan, buddy. They're gonna have feelings. So many feelings in the summer house.
The morning chill wraps itself around my shivering body. I huff into my cupped hands to desperately try and stave off the cold as we mill about on the station platform. Lily's clothing looks rather ill-suited for the temperature around us. I can only hope it's indicative of what she expects the weather to be like at our destination. Damn it, Lily. Why did you have to get here so early?
Unfortunately, the train schedule is against us. The next train to Hokkaido is at 2 in the afternoon.
Great. Just great. I pause a moment to wipe some sleep out of my eyes, and Lily promptly takes advantage of the opening.
Cheer up, Isao. Once we get there, it'll be much warmer.
Why not just take the bullet train? A normal train's gonna take hours to get us there, so we may as well take Shinkansen? Oh god, I'm sorry, I hate butchering foreign words. Shinkansen line, as far north as it goes, and just switch at the end.
There's a certain charm to older trains, wouldn't you agree?
I'd agree if it weren't freezing in the morning. Cold because we decided to take one.
I'm sorry, Isao.
Sorry, for what?
I was the one who suggested we take the normal train.
Way to make me feel guilty. All I can do is sigh and cover my face with my hand. It's fine, I'm just grumbling.
My, Hanako, you needn't shoulder all the blame yourself. Even without your suggestion, I still have opted for the same thing.
Oh god, they're ganging up on us. This is not good, guys. We're out of our element. Thankful for the quick interception from Lily, I take a quick gander around the station. Aside from us, the train's platform's all but deserted, the morning dew settling on the empty benches. I guess no one else was masochistic enough to brave the very early morning. Though, if someone was, there more than noticed the huge bags both Lily and Hanako brought with them. Just what do you have to pack in those things anyway?
The bags?
She pauses a moment and tilts her head in thought.
A change of clothes, raincoat, underwear, sleepwear, a number of books. I think that's most of it.
You make it sound as if I'm unprepared.
You brought less?
Underwear and a pack of cards. That's it. And my pills, but never mind that.
No pajamas?
Damn, I knew I forgot something. As I ruffle my hair in frustration, Lily sighs.
There should be clothes you could use there. Akira still occasionally goes there, after all, and I think some of our parents' clothing is still in storage. I don't think there'll be any problem with you borrowing a set of pajamas, if need be.
Thanks. Still, I don't mind just sleeping in my normal clothing.
For 2 days?
Good point. Not really, though 2 days would be borderline. It's more than looking even a little like a slob would be unacceptable while in the presence of 2 girls. I'm just trying to think, because I recently took a trip. I took a trip down to see Zero Master, my good friends. And, like, I was only going to be there for about 3 days. And, like, 3 nights. Not really 3 days. It was more like 2 days and 3 nights. And yeah, no, I didn't bring my pajama pants. Usually I bring pajama pants, and I usually just sleep in my t-shirts of the day. But all I did was bring 1 change of t-shirt, a change of socks, and a bunch of underwear. It must be a guy thing, you know? Like, obviously I have my jacket, my winter coat, and everything like that, because it's frickin' freezing here right now. I don't know if a lot of you are probably from America, but we use Celsius up here, and it's been like constantly minus 25 these past couple of days, and it's just, Jesus, like, please. You know, like, why is it so cold? I don't remember ever being this cold when I was a kid. As we leisurely talk on the station platform, an announcement sounds from the loudspeakers, loudly heralding our ride's arrival. Looking past Lily and Hanako, though, the train's still well out of sight. A quick check of my watch is enough to see that it is the one we'll be taking. 5:30 train was ours, right? Jesus, 5:30 a.m. Damn, they're up really early.
Correct.
Either of you want me to take your bags? Mine's not exactly heavy.
My, that's very gentlemanly of you, Hisao.
Don't accept too reluctantly now. As I bend down to pick up Lily's large bag, I look up to see Hanako picking up hers. You fine with that? A silent nod is the only answer. I'm starting to get the feeling that by the trip's end, I'll be able to count every sentence she says on one hand. Really? I thought we sort of broken through that a little bit. But I guess maybe, like, because of her actual birthday, and like the thing that she went through there for a little while, it's not put a wedge between her and Hisao, but it's just sort of like they haven't really been properly communicating since then. So it's just one of those things, right? Aww. Look at them playing cards. Well, maybe she's playing cards with us, and Lily is reading her braille. Man, they look really cute there. With the morning landscapes passing by the windows and the occasional rattle of the trains bumping the carriages around, I try to focus my attention on the aging playing cards held in my hands. I'll raise you 5.
I...
She scrunches her face up and leans over to Lily, conspiratorially. The two exchange a few whispered words. Considering how often this has happened so far, I'm coming to doubt Hanako's grasp of how to play poker. It doesn't seem to disturb Lily's reading, though, her hands flitting over her each page, with only occasional corrections to account for the train's bump and the rocking. Gosh, like, that's such an interesting way of doing it. It's like something that we would normally do, right? Is we would use our eyes to read and also determine cards and stuff like that. Whereas in this case, she's using her sense of touch and her hearing to do this. So in effect, she's actually able to multitask better because of it. Because she's able to read with her hands and choose cards and help Hanako out with her ears. It's such an interesting little thing that you never really think about, like, on how amazing people with disabilities are. You know, like they're able to push past the boundaries and which are put heavily in front of them, and they're able to do things that you're just like, I didn't think of that. My collection of chess pieces is that we're using as chips is steadily growing away, so it doesn't really bother me. Looking around us, our carriage is almost as empty as the station platform we'd waited for the train itself on. Only a handful of people can be seen, looking mostly like tourists and couples on holiday. While the two continue their less than clandestine strategy, a small boy looks over the seat and stares at me, hoping he doesn't begin to stare at Hanako. I simply give him a wave and a smile. Thankfully, he retreats back to his seat after finding far too boring to waste his attention on.
I'll see you and raise you another 5.
Damn, you got me. I fold. I've been bluffing, and she's caught me. Hanging my head, I push over a large portion of my winnings. Okay. She has a distinct advantage over us. Lily can probably sense our heartbeat because she's Superwoman, and she's like, he's lying, because she can hear my irregular heartbeat, irregularly beating, which is probably not good. But I'm just gonna stop. Let's just continue on. Actually, you know what? I just realized the time. Holy crap! So I will see you guys tomorrow. And we'll continue this train ride and see if we actually do win a game for once, because I'm fairly sure we've lost every game that we've played thus far. Take care, guys. Stay frosty, and I'll see you tomorrow.